and welcome back with my camera. Finally, I got it to download whatever videos were left, so I'm pretty happy. I forgot some bracelets. I wanted to show you guys my OOTD, but honestly, I have to be on my way. So today I'm gonna take you guys along to get some snacks from Trader Joe's. I also have to run to BJ's. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Just really quick. I don't know how we ate our food so fast. This week, has it been a week or 2 weeks? Maybe it's been like a week and a half. So I'm gonna take you guys along to that. I don't know again if I'll take you to BJ's, and then we'll go through all the snacks that I eat while I'm pregnant, or yeah, while I'm pregnant and while I'm not pregnant as well. But I have some new snacks that I kind of put together just to help, like I mentioned on my Instagram last night, to help like sugar cravings and stuff. So I have a doctor's appointment now, so I'm gonna go to that, and then we'll be off to Trader Joe's. All right, see you then. Bye. Just finished at the doctor's. Everything is normal. My blood pressure is good. My weight, he said he was happy about, so I'm happy about that. Belly size looks normal as well. Oh, it's kind of hot in here. Hold on. Yeah, belly size looks normal, or measured normal. Baby's heart rate was good too. And what else? I don't know. Everything else looked good. The next appointment that I have, they'll do like the gestational diabetes test, have to take Tdap vaccine, and do some more blood work for other things, which I completely forgot right now. So everything looks good. I'm very happy. Baby's healthy. Sounded so cute in there. I don't know why every time I hear the heartbeat, I'm like, it's so cute. But it was so cute. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna run to BJ's. I think I'm gonna run there really quick, run to Trader Joe's, and then maybe get some breakfast. I have a snack with me, so in case I get hangry, I'm gonna have that. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Alright, so finished shopping. Sorry about this. I have like nowhere else to put my camera. But finished shopping at Trader Joe's. Of course, got a little bit more than I wanted, but I'll show you guys when we get home. Got my chai tea latte. There's a cute little bakery. It's like a German bakery. We usually go there for brunch. It's really good. And all of their stuff is like nice and fresh, and the croissants are like huge. And so they also have a separate bake shop besides their restaurant and like outdoor eating area. And so I just stopped by the bake shop, and it looked so good. Like I wanted to get everything that was in there. But I got a chai tea latte, which has been okay with my stomach so far throughout pregnancy, and with caffeine and stuff. I don't drink coffee anymore, unfortunately, because of the caffeine and my stomach and the acid, as well as like it gives me like a little bit of anxiety. So unfortunately, coffee is no longer in my life. So I get a chai tea latte. It's a little bit less caffeine, and it's just like smoother, I guess, on my stomach, and it's been okay. But I did get, and I cleaned my hands, I got a croissant. I got 2 croissants because hubby loves croissants. And I got a ham and cheese croissant, which comes in like a sesame croissant, I guess. Sesame topped croissant. And then I got a cinnamon, I don't know how to say it, but I think it's called Schnecke. I don't know. Their almond one is always really popular. The girl said that it was a little sweeter. It's like huge, guys. Like, this is gonna last the entire weekend. And I really hope my husband has some because it's a lot of bread. But the ham and cheese croissant, I'm very excited about. So, ready to probably go home, put it in the, not the toaster oven, what do you call this thing? The air fryer, to warm it up a little bit so the cheese will melt. And yeah, I had a Lara bar at BJ's. I had to sneak it in because I was starving. So that's kind of my breakfast. Maybe I'll make some eggs or something. But yeah, that's what I'm eating. I decided to make some scrambled eggs and add some, I can't talk, some spinach. This is the ham and cheese croissant, which I ate like half of it in the car already, but I toasted it and it just looks pretty empty. So I just needed some protein. And there's my chai tea latte. So one little tip I will share typically when I go to eat out, and I did this in our Savannah trip as well, was try to get protein and veggies in your meal, and then you can share like pancakes or waffles, or you can ask someone, hey, do you want to share pancakes or waffles? That way you're still getting in some carbs, but not that much. Another trick or tip that you can do is get potatoes instead, because that's not gluten, it's real food. And it'll just be better in terms of digestion for you. So just a little tip. I'm gonna enjoy my breakfast now, or my brunch. Before we get to snacks, I wanted to show you guys that I found the standard sheets in this color. So this is like the mauve, or I think in the store it was like rose marble, and online it was mauve, but I don't know if you can see it in this light here, but it's the same color, so it'll do like the contrast with the pillows. I am so excited, and so excited to like build this dream bedroom of mine little by little. But that's that. Gonna check out some pillows at Target today, I think, just to start getting an idea of like what I want and budgeting for that. So yeah. For some reason, I just noticed that these sunflowers are not as open as I wanted them to be, but hopefully in the next few days they'll start opening up a little bit more. They're so pretty, so pretty. Love them. Perfect summertime flowers. On to snacks. So I have a couple of things laid out here, but before I get into everything, I do want to share that one of the reasons why I eat healthy and try to live a healthier lifestyle is because diabetes and high cholesterol and high blood pressure do run in my family, and so I feel like I should be taking care of myself, and I have been trying to do that since, like, I would say late high school, but it's a long story. It's a very long story, so I will save that for another time. But nevertheless, I always try to take care of myself because I have had high cholesterol and I have had high blood pressure before, and so eating as healthy as I can to try to prevent those diseases is my ultimate goal. And again, I could go through my whole health journey and going through a fitness competition and all of that in a whole nother video, but today we're just going to focus on snacks. So I do want to share too that I have actually been tracking what I'm eating and how much I'm eating, not in an obsessive way, but more to get an idea of what I'm getting in every day, and just to make sure that I'm getting in enough protein, especially for baby, because it's very important for him or her to have protein in order to create tissues and muscles and have their brain developed properly. And so getting in nutritious foods, I feel like, is going to benefit both myself and the baby. I am over 35 years old, and this is my first child, and so I am supposedly at risk for preeclampsia, which is having high blood pressure, but that I believe also affects the baby, and it kind of puts you in like that high risk thing of having a baby, and so a high risk line of having a baby. And so my goal is to stay as healthy as I can and to prevent high blood pressure or diabetes or anything else that's just going to make my pregnancy or my life in the future worse. Because supposedly, if you have pre-gestational diabetes, you most likely will have diabetes sometime later on in your life. And I personally think that's only if you don't take care of yourself, but I just feel like there's so much that you can prevent by eating healthy and taking care of yourself. So back to the tracking really quick. I have been using an app, and I do use containers to measure certain foods. It's not an everyday thing. Like you guys saw this morning, I had the ham and cheese croissant. So that's not an everyday thing, and I make sure my best to track, like, okay, I know last weekend I had a chocolate chip cookie. I know this weekend I had a croissant in the morning, so I'm gonna be good for the rest of the day. I'm not gonna eat any more junk, or I'm gonna be good for the rest of the weekend. And I feel like developing those habits in your mind, although food I know is delicious, developing those habits and developing that discipline is very important, and it's taken me years. This is not an overnight thing, and I know how addicting food and sugar can be, and salty snacks. I understand, trust me when I say I do. Who doesn't love a croissant? Who doesn't love a chocolate chip cookie? But we also have to take care of ourselves, you know. I also feel like I try to enjoy those things very sparingly, because when I do, I really enjoy that chocolate chip cookie, and I just don't get any chocolate chip cookie like a box of Chips Ahoy. No, I want a homemade, warmed up, nice and soft chocolate chip cookie, and I make it that one-time treat for me for the week or the month, and it's just delicious. It has to be delicious. The cookie could be $4, I don't care, but I rather have that than have a pack of Chips Ahoy in my house. And that's just my personal preference, and again, to help avoid diabetes or high blood pressure or high cholesterol. So I love to enjoy, but I also like to take care of myself as well. So let's get into these snacks. I'm gonna show you a couple of things that I do. So to start with, I have here cucumbers. Cucumbers are like essential in my life. I feel like they're just so easy. They're full of hydration, they're full of antioxidants, they're full of fiber, and so they're just so easy. And in the summer, it's funny, in the beginning of spring I wasn't too crazy about cucumbers, but once the summer hits, I cut these up, I take these to the pool. I like to dip them in hummus, in tzatziki sauce, which is, I think I showed you guys in one of the grocery haul video. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it down below. And I use this tzatziki sauce. I found it at BJ's, and it's made with Greek yogurt. So I've been using this. I use cucumbers to dip it in, or different colored peppers. So I've been cutting these peppers up. My husband loves to, I've been cutting them up, and he literally takes them in a bag and then throws them on top of his food. As long as he's eating his vegetables, I am very happy wife. So peppers are filled with a ton of vitamins, and come in all different shapes and sizes and colors. And like the cucumber, I feel like they're pretty low in calories. So it's just something like, if you're really hungry, I feel like you can probably eat 2 peppers and that'll be, I don't know how much. You can also do tomatoes with the tzatziki sauce or with hummus. So that's another idea for you. Okay, moving on to fruits. I have watermelon here, and I have been loving watermelon. You guys have probably seen in the stores right now, watermelons are probably like all over, and it's a big summer thing. Like the sunflowers I bought today, berries are really big, and I love, and I have learned to shop by the season. So if it's every season, I just check like, okay, what fruit is the cheapest at that time, because that usually means that it's in season. For example, in October or September, it's typically apples and butternut squash, and so I'll make a lot of butternut squash soup, I'll make a lot of apple things, and watermelon is just one of those things right now. It keeps you hydrated. This is something else I love to take to the pool with me. Has a ton of vitamins as well, vitamin C, and a lot of fiber, so it'll help you go to the bathroom. It also has anti-inflammatory, whatever, particles, whatever you call them. It's good for your nails, for your hair, and yeah, it's just really good. Okay, I also bought some cherries, and I love cherries. I am about to wash all of these along with my berries, and you could just like pop them in your mouth. These are really good for the pool too. A lot of vitamins. I don't know too much about cherries because I don't buy them that often, but it's definitely cherry season, so get yourself some cherries. Berries. This time around I only bought strawberries and blueberries because my blackberries took me forever to eat, so I was like, whatever. And typically I'll wash them and then I'll put them in a container. That way I can just take them out of the fridge. So it's easy to do. That's one thing I really highly recommend. I know that it takes a little bit of time, but if you prep certain things ahead of time, you'll be able to go about your week, and you don't have to like look in your fridge and say, I really want to eat strawberries, but I don't want to wash them right now. And oh, I can show you guys what I use to wash. So I use this fruit and vegetable wash, and I got it at Trader Joe's. I'm sure I didn't spend more than $5. I'm sure it's like $2.99 or whatever, $3.99 or something. So this is it, and it's very simple. You just put a drop, put in some water, fill the bowl with the water and your fruits, and you're set to go. I typically leave them in for about 5 minutes, and then I take them out, rinse them, make sure they're dry, completely dry, and then yeah. But berries are low in sugar, they're high in fiber, and they have a lot of antioxidants. Antioxidants typically help, fight off like the bad cells in your body, and so berries are pretty much one of like the best fruits. If you're gonna choose fruits, choose berries over like grapes. Really, really good. So berries. Typically I like to eat my berries with some nuts, or the same thing with cherries. Cherries with some nuts. Anytime I have a fruit, I typically try to partner, or I guess the word is partner it with some nuts, so I'm getting a little bit of the sugar, but also I'm getting some of the fat from the nuts, and I just feel like it pairs really well. So that's an idea for a snack. Cut up your fruits, bring a little bit of nuts, and that's a good snack just to have. Another snack idea, so you can do your berries, cut them up, and yogurt. Yogurt is high in protein. I like the Fage 0% because obviously it has no fat, but it has 18 grams of protein. For me, I just feel like I like the texture of this one over the Chobani, and I don't know, I just really like it. It's total sugars is 5, and this is the plain one. I don't buy vanilla or anything. Yeah, so this is what I get. And when you're looking for snacks or anything, make sure that when you look at the sugar, that it's anywhere less than 6 grams of sugar if you're trying to get a snack. That's one of the reasons why I don't really buy processed snacks, because I feel like I can make it on my own, and it's just healthier to eat berries than to eat like a granola bar or something. So make sure you're checking your sugar when you're buying snacks or yogurts. If it's a yogurt that's like 15 grams of sugar, I think your allowance for the day is 25 or 26 grams of sugar. So just eating that sugar, you already have 15 grams done for the day. So, and I'm not saying that I don't have, I like, one of my favorite is the Chobani key lime one, where they have the little crunchies and you put it into the yogurt, and it's delicious. But that's like a once in a blue moon type of thing for me. That's not an everyday healthy snack because I don't consider it healthy. All right, so that's that. Staying on the theme of fruits, I love these dried mangoes from Trader Joe's. I hope that's clear. I hope that was clear, but I get the unsulfured and unsweetened dried mangoes, and these are unsweetened. Unsweetened already has 22 grams of sugar. That's like eating a regular mango, right? So just make sure you're watching these things as you're buying. Another thing I have been loving are figs, and I don't know much about figs, but I know they make you go to the bathroom. Here it says vitamin D. Why would they put vitamin D and then put 0? It has calcium, iron, potassium, so pretty good. Sugars here are 21 grams, and the ingredients are organic dried figs, so there's nothing extra, no extra sugar. They're pretty sweet. I love these. And 3 figs are 110 calories. Again, the 21 grams of sugar, 3 grams of fiber, and you ladies know if you're pregnant, you need some fiber in your life. So these are really good. I love these, and when I have a sweet tooth, I just grab one and go. I also like to partner these with nuts. So I'll take like 3 figs and it'll just be a quick snack to go. So here they are. Okay, moving on to nuts. So typically I buy this big tub from BJ's because sometimes it's on sale, and so I get this. And this one is extra fancy unsalted nuts. I try to get unsalted because of the sodium, and I just like the taste and like the fat. I feel like if you're craving anything fatty like hamburgers or fries or something, grab some nuts, and believe me, you will have that fat in your mouth and it'll like help with that craving. Highly recommend nuts. Always have nuts. And I buy these and then I just put them in little Ziplocs and take them away. If you have the money to buy the individual packets, more power to you. So you do that. Yeah, so this is the unsalted nuts. Now, I did not get this at Trader Joe's, but I did get raw pecan halves. I think you guys saw in the video before. I got raw California walnut halves and pieces, and then raw sliced almonds. For the almonds, I feel like this is something you can add to your yogurt and your berries, or even your granola. Yum. I'm not even hungry, but it all sounds so good. As for the walnuts and the pecans, I get them raw, again, avoiding any sugar or avoiding any sodium. And one thing I will say is that once you start eating this way, your body is gonna crave what you're eating. This was not an overnight, oh well, she eats super healthy type of thing. No, this was over time. This was weaning off the sugar, and now having these things is like, it's like a treat almost, you know, like having cashews. Oh my gosh, yum. And my mom actually taught me, you can take your cashews, guys, take your cashews and put them in the air fryer, and they come out like roasted. Instead of buying them roasted, you can put them in the air fryer or put them in the oven for a little. I don't know what to say. I was like in shock, okay? Amazing. Alrighty, so I had this in the closet, and I guess I'll pull this one. I had this in the closet, and I love Lara bars. I really do. Mainly because of their ingredients. So I'm just gonna read it here. It says date semi-sweet chocolate chips, unsweetened chocolate. They do add sugar. Rawr, no. Okay, well, see, I didn't know that. I really didn't think they added sugar. But sugar is the third ingredient, so that means that it's not only sugar or full of sugar. This has a total of 20 grams of sugar and 4 added sugar. So hopefully the 4 grams of added sugar is that extra sugar. But it's mostly nuts, fruit being the dates, nuts, and then whatever chocolate chips. So I like this because it's a little more natural than a regular granola bar. You know, just make sure you're reading your ingredients again. So now I'm gonna be a little opposite of what I was saying. And like I said, guys, sometimes it's okay to have a snack that is maybe not as healthy, as long as you're not doing it every single day. So for example, I went to my mom's house and she had these fig bars, and I was like, why have I never bought these? These are so good. And they are organic wheat and oats, or made with organic wheat and oats. Fig bars, cereal bars. I love anything fig, like the fig cookies. I don't know if you remember, like the Newton bars. And these are, I guess, a little bit healthier. So this, again, is something I would probably pass every time I go to Trader Joe's. How many bars are in here? I don't even know if it says. Okay, 6 cereal bars. And I bet you any money these will last me until September, because it won't be my first go-to when I go into my cabinet. But I'd rather have these than something else. And this is why I don't buy these things. Total sugars, 15 grams of sugar includes 12 grams of added sugar. That's a lot. So yeah, very once in a blue moon snack at home, or grab in my purse if sugar or blood pressure or something drops, with which thank God hasn't happened yet, or hasn't happened. It's not gonna happen. But I bought these, so this is a little of a Trader Joe's haul for y'all. Okay, moving on. So as for carbs, I get these organic whole grain rice cakes. These are brown rice, and they are lightly salted. If they had the option for no salt, I would choose that. And these have no sugar and 25 milligrams of sodium, and they are 70 calories. I'm not big on like the whole calorie thing, whatever. I rather look at the ingredients rather than whatever calories they are. So ingredients are organic brown rice and sea salt. So brown rice is better than white rice in the fact that I believe it has more fiber and it's easier to digest. So brown rice cake. I believe they also have more nutrient, or brown rice has more nutrients than white rice does. So just a better option overall. And I love to have these with some almond butter. So almond butter, and again, almond butter, I look at the sugar, the sodium, and the ingredients. Another carb snack that I like to get are plantain chips. And again, these plantain chips are plantains and oil and salt, and just making sure sodium is 40 milligrams, which is not too bad. And I love them because they're a little more natural than any other chips. It's not corn. I love plantain chips. I'm Dominican, so I love plantains. And for hubby, these are not for me, although sometimes I'll dip in and I'll have one or two, but he loves chips. And so I've tried to wean him off things that have more sodium or more sugar. And so we get now, we used to buy the salted ones, which weren't bad. They had 70 grams of sodium, 70 milligrams of sodium, I'm sorry, not grams. I think that would be too much. 70 milligrams of sodium. These are unsalted white corn tortilla chips, and they have no sodium at all. And again, with the ingredients, like, you can't go wrong with this. So that's that. And then I also got some dark chocolate chips. I have been in the mood, you guys, for chocolate chip cookies like crazy. And then when I want to make chocolate chip cookies at home, I look at my ingredients and the only thing missing was chocolate chips. So I got chocolate chips in case anything comes up between now and whatever, the end of the year, I guess. But I like to make almond flour chocolate chip cookies, and I will link the recipe below that I use. They're so delicious. I'm not gonna make them this weekend because, as you guys saw, I bought that cinnamon thing, and so we have enough processed sugar for now. So again, make sure you're looking at your sugars, make sure you're looking at your sodium, make sure you're looking at your ingredients. Try to get the cleanest thing possible, prep that, have it ready for the week. And yeah, that's it for snacks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please, if you liked it, hit like, subscribe, as I will be making more videos like this and just what I do in a day, or and my pregnancy as well, and sharing my pregnancy journey with you all. So please comment below if there's any questions or comments you have, or if there's any other way that maybe you do things a little bit differently than I do. This is just the way that I do things, and it makes life easier for me, and it keeps me on track. Like and subscribe if you like this, and I'll see you in the next video.